Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. It's Friday, which means it's fight day. Here is your target. You are a crime boss in Gotham City, and the ultimate Clayface, Basil Carlo, has been stealing your money. He's been impersonating your men, getting into your clubs, and taking your money right out from under your nose. So you need to stop him, but here's the problem. Clayface is pretty powerful, and you are out of money. Also, he's only stealing from you, so the heroes aren't going to interfere. So you need to find a villain, either Marvel or DC or some other brand, that is relatively low power or unknown, and you could afford. So now who do you pick for this target? Let's talk about what Clayface is capable of and what you're going to need to overcome. His entire body is made of clay, which basically means he can regenerate from almost anything. He can regrow limbs. He can change his size, shape, density. He is extremely versatile and extremely dangerous. He can also shapeshift to look like anyone, so even finding Clayface might prove difficult. In addition to all that, he's incredibly strong and his touch can be poisonous. So I want you to think about all these factors. You need to find Clayface and then take out Clayface. You don't care if he's captured or dead. You need to find a villain that is relatively cheap. Who do you get to take out Clayface? Now, last week we put the target out on Wolverine, and this was our first try, and we got some incredibly creative answers, which was really, really cool. But most people seem to latch on to the idea that suffocation or drowning was the way to go. So be it by suffocation by whirlwind or drowning or Clayface, which is kind of what brought this to mind, the easiest way is to suffocate him, which is actually what they did in the comics with adamantium, right? But all of this was summarized really well in this comment by Chris. Similarly to the other comment and yourself, I thought to drown him, and I chose Hydra Man as his opponent. Even with his healing and adamantium bones, Wolverine is still a human with internal organs like lungs. Lungs can't heal a lack of oxygen. His body would try to heal the dying cells, but the new cells would also die of oxygen starvation. Without oxygen, eventually his brain would die, his lungs be starved of oxygen. Add to that his heart no longer pumping blood, and that would mean his body would be dead. So great thoughts, everyone. Let's add that sort of creativity into this fight, and let's take out Clayface. We'll see you next week on Comic Fights.